She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her.
Hi guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I've done a DIY on this channel, and I have been dying to do this Pinterest fairy inspired mirror DIY, so that is what we're going to be doing today. I have had this little mirror here that I was planning to donate for a while now. I just wanted to change it up and kind of repurpose it, give it a second life. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to show you guys step by step how I will be doing it, and I hope you guys enjoy this video.
So you're gonna need some moss. I have two kinds here, some reindeer moss from an older craft that I did, and some forest moss, a hot glue gun with some glue sticks, and I'm also gonna use some like twinkle fairy lights. And then I bought this little fake hydrangea plant that I'm gonna cut the little flowers off of and hopefully place them around the frame. First thing you're gonna wanna do is just clean the surface of the mirror, make sure it's free of debris, because we are going to be spray painting the frame, and then we're gonna go ahead and glue all the moss. So I waited about half an hour or so for the paint to dry. I think some spots are still a little damp, so I'm gonna avoid them for now. But we're just gonna go ahead and start gluing things. So I think I'm gonna start with the twinkly lights and put them all around, and then I'm gonna obviously like cover the wire with the moss, and then hopefully you can see the light peeking through. So I'm gonna use a hot glue gun, and I'm hoping that it will work and it will be strong enough, but we're gonna find out really soon anyways. So let's go ahead and do that. Next up, we're just gonna unravel those lights and secure them to the frame with either hot glue or tape. I found that tape was easier just because hot glue is hot and I was worried about the wire melting, so the masking tape actually worked quite well, and that's how it looked after it was all done. And we're just gonna take some bunches. I started with the forest moss, and I just went around and started putting it down because I've had more of it. And then I went in with the softer sponge moss and placed it around the frame kind of randomly. And then you just wanna go in and fix any loose pieces. I actually used a hot glue gun stick to secure the pieces to the frame just so I didn't burn myself. But this is how it looks, and you're just gonna go bunch by bunch, piece by piece, and then by the end of it, it should look something like that.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something bad.
All right, everyone, so I just finished with the mirror, and it looks like this. Sorry, I don't want to blind you all, but I'm really happy with how it turned out. So a couple of things that I learned while doing this was I don't think the spray paint step was necessary, so I think you can go ahead and skip that altogether. The moss itself was very dense, so you didn't see the frame that was on the mirror, and it covered it up nicely. The other thing was that the fairy lights kind of got covered in the moss. So after you're done, you can just go ahead and like pick apart like where the fairy lights kind of peek through and kind of move the moss a little bit, and that'll help the lights peek through a little bit better. But other than that, it was a super easy DIY. I think it took me less than an hour to do everything. Super happy with how it turned out, and I'm really excited to put it up on the balcony. If you guys have any questions at all for me, please feel free to leave them down below in the comments, and I'll respond to you as soon as I can. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY. Make sure you subscribe if you liked it, and I will see you guys in another video very soon. Bye.
In October, it feels like summertime. I keep falling for you like every night.